Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
14, Jets, nothing. Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Wilson. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Operating from the gun, Pollard throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Pollard. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken out past the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Throwing is Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. And they'll accept that penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
To throw on second down, Pollard. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Pollard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Pollard And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. There he goes, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown! Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Wolf on now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pollard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Operating from the gun. Pollard work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six, that gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick six.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Pollard. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Charbonnet once again. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pollard able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Off play action. Pollard. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. And quickly they get to the line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken it around the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 45 yards. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Wolf on now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jets 42, Seahawks 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Pollard. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet. and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Jets 42, Seahawks 21. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. A give running right is Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Down the sideline he goes. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hall again. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Abanikanda is in. Touchdown, Jets. Wolf on now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jets 49, Seahawks 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
from the gun. Here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Running left, it's Hall. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hall again on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
123 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down, ball on the 3, first down marker at the 1-yard line. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Wolf on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jets 56, Seahawks 21.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.